Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at some Power Rangers Ninja Storm figures from the Legacy Collection. So this is the 6-inch or slightly bigger than 6-inch collection, which also comes with the Build-A-Figure pieces to build your own Megazord. Now these three do complete the Ninja Storm Ranger lineup, and so do complete the Megazord. However, that Megazord will have its own video, so today we're just going to be taking a look at the Rangers themselves. Now I will do something similar to this for the Mighty Morphin guys. So Green Ranger will have his own video, and then when we get the next wave, so we'll finally get the Yellow Ranger, I will do something similar to this, and I'll review all of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers all at once, and I'll do the same with like the rest of the space figures. Saves your time as well as mine. So on the back of the packaging, it's the same in all three really. It just shows you that these three Rangers make that Megazord, and here is everything else in the line. So you'll see the review for this guy when we get the Yellow Ranger in the next wave, and then you'll see the Green Ranger review coming soon. So let's go ahead and get these three open and take a closer look. And here's the Ninja Storm Rangers out of the packaging, and just straight off the bat, one of the major advantages for these figures over the Mighty Morphin ones is the weaponry. So we saw the Power Rangers in space, and that weapon that they had, that blaster, it can actually be used. That's really nice. With the Mighty Morphin guys, you can't actually utilize their weapon because it's just in that kind of closed state. So it's not in the blaster form, it's not in the, you know, the dagger form, the sword form. Over here, what we get is the sheath, which I believe may have also been a gun. It looks like it's got a barrel and stuff there, so it looks like you can use it as a gun, and also it's a sheath for the sword, which just comes as a separate piece. As you can see, the handle there is the same. You get a bit more color on this one right here. You got the gold and the black. So then you've got the sword to utilize as well. So you've got two weapons there for each character. You do have a peg right here, and there's a hole in each of their backs, so you can go ahead and store that in place. And one thing that's really cool, because of the kind of import style joint there at the wrist and the double jointed elbows on these two figures, you can actually have him hold the hilt of the sword slash gun slash whatever the hell you want to call this. You know, it's not warping, and you can hold it in different ways. You can even push it down further if you want to, so it holds the grip a bit further down. But you can actually have him hold that as if he's about to draw the sword from his back. That is amazing. That's not something that a lot of action figures can actually do with their swords. So that is really awesome. And that means that you can obviously get some really nice ninja running poses and stuff like that of him about to draw the weapon and everything, like sneaking around. That's really, really cool. You can't do that with the Blue Ranger. These two are the same mold, you just have the different heads, so there you can go ahead and see the differences right there. And obviously you get the different emblem on the chest. The Blue Ranger is a completely different mold altogether. She only has the single joint at the elbow, so she can't actually reach her sheath when it's on her back. Not as well, at least. She can kind of touch the tip, but that's about it. So first up, let's take a look at the articulation on her. The head can move up and down, left and right, and then the shoulders come out to the side and rotate all the way around. You've got a rotation at the upper part of the arm, single jointed elbow. The forearm can rotate, and you've got the kind of communicator thing on there. So then you've got the ball hinge kind of thing over here. Really, really nice, just like an import figure. And then we've got the ball jointed diaphragm, which actually works really, really nicely. Lots of articulation there. And you have a waist joint down there as well. But this is where it sucks. The skirt does hinder the articulation in the legs. As you can see, it pulls them back, so they can't go out as wide as what they would be able to. You can barely move these things forward and back. It's pretty horrible. So you can't really get her into any crouching poses or anything like that. Double jointed knees, rotation at the boot, and then the feet move up and down, and we have ankle pivot as well. And also these legs do kind of look a little bit warped there, as you can see. So it's kind of disappointing in the fact that you've got the single joint at the elbow and then those legs because of the skirt. It's just really, really disappointing. I wish that this was a much softer material. It's a really, really hard material. I don't really know why they would have used that. As for these guys, the articulation is the same at the head and the same at the shoulder. Same at the part of the arm, but then you have the double jointed elbows, but then everything else is the same, so rotation right there and the ball hinge right there. We have an actual ab crunch right here, and as you can see, the emblem doesn't, it carries on, so it doesn't get interrupted, so that's nice. And then you get the rotation right there at the waist. Hips come out to the side, see, that's how much that would be able to move. And then forward and back, you got the rotation right there, which is quite stiff. Double jointed knees, rotation at the boot, feet move up and down, and have ankle pivot there as well. So overall, the articulation on these guys is fantastic. Now, as for the height, you can actually see that the red and yellow Rangers do stand a little bit taller than the blue Ranger, but not by all that much. So let's go ahead and measure them. Red Ranger stands just under 6 3/4 inches tall. Blue Ranger is just about 6.5 inches tall, so there's about 1/4 inch between the two. Now, these things are a little bit cheaper than your average Marvel Legends at retail price. They're a little bit taller, and they are really, really nice. You know, articulation wise, they are pretty good. I mean, this one right here is a little bit lacking, but in general, this is the style of articulation that we're going to get for all of them, and it's pretty damn nice. You're getting good detail. They're saving on the price because of the fact that the bodies are being reused, but you get really, really good paint apps. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the quality control with these figures. You get good accessories, and I think these are the best ones so far. You know, it's the cheapest way to go ahead and make a Megazord, because you only need the 3 figures, and they come with really nice accessories. And you know, Ninja Storm was a really, really great series, so honestly, I definitely recommend these figures. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. Remember, the Megazord review will be coming up separately, and if you want to see any other pictures of anything else from my collection, check out my Instagram. It's Homerino123, and the link is in the description below. And for more Power Rangers reviews, go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.